Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, from the culture. This is Truth Uncut. From the culture to the courtroom, front row seats. When Dennis Byron speaks, history speaks. From the culture to the courtroom, front row seats. When Dennis Byron speaks, history speaks. From the culture.
no cap, no spin, just facts. If it matters, we cover it. On Shreddy B.I.B. Ooh, Barbara wanna know. Ooh, it's shit the Dennis Byron show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. First and foremost, put a one in the chat if you can hear the sound of my voice. Mic check. Make sure you can hear me. Make sure you can hear me. Leave a comment. Okay. I see. Wait, hold on. Hope this doesn't crash out on me because I'm using a new software. And okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. I want to make sure the sound is good. Okay, so this live is just going to be a brief one. I just want to, first of all, I see what you're doing out there. I've been paying attention, but I've been sitting in the bushes. I hadn't been saying too much of anything. I'm letting you have your fun, but I'm seeing what you're doing out there. I'm seeing a little, a little funny business, but I ain't trying to really get too much into that. I jumped on briefly just to say that I listened to a live earlier today, and then I listened to a live a couple of days ago. And all I'm going to say is this. Let's all just get along. Let's keep the peace in the street. Let's just keep the peace in the street. Everything's been chill. People been doing their own thing. Ain't been messing with nobody. Let's keep it like that. I have been saying, don't kick up the dust if the dust doesn't need to be kicked up. Don't do that. Just chill. It ain't that serious. It's enough out here for everybody. Let's just be nice. I've been watching also the I won't even say a back and forth. I don't think it's a back and forth, but T.I. and Funny Blue Jacket Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. They've been going at it. Well, I won't say they've been going at it. Curtis has really not responded. As a rapper, someone who's made their career out of rap beef, so to speak, decided to kind of sidestep this beef. And he threw the first blow. Curtis threw the first blow. And Tip responded in a manner in which he should respond. I ain't messing with you, attorney. I ain't messing with you tonight, attorney Ma. We ain't doing that. We ain't even looking for him. We're not looking for him no more. It's done. It's done. We're not looking for him no more. But as we look at this beef, it has taken on, I've never seen nothing like this before. I've never seen an entire family go at someone in the manner in which the Harris family has literally pressing 50 Cent right now. Putting the pressure on 50 Cent right now. You have King, Damani, and even the daughter. Just crazy. They all going at him. But it's rightfully so. They had the right to go at him because Funny Blue Jacket 50 Cent went after Tamika. And you don't know, but I love Tamika. I knew Tamika for many years, over 20 years. Why are you attacking the wife of the man you have a problem with? You go at that man. So I think that this is gonna be a situation like Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and I believe Ti will ultimately get some type of award for the way he has handled this beef. I've never seen nothing like this. I've seen Nas and Jay Z. I've seen other rappers go at each other, but they go at each other in the booth, and someone say, "Well, listen, these guys are old and they shouldn't be beefing and everything." Well, no. They should be handling it this way because and I know 50 Cent loves to troll people. Loves to troll people. But you go after the mother, you go after the father. These kids are not young. And I think this is a beautiful day for Black History Month. Stand up for your family. Stand up for your family. And I don't think it should just be for Black History Month. Black History Month. I think it should be every day of every week, of every month, of every year. And the Harris family has demonstrated the importance of standing up for each other. You come for one, you come for all. And that's what happened. They came for Tiny, they came for Tip, and the kids are ready. And they're very talented. Let's be honest. They are very talented. And this is just listen to the lyrical skills of the children. And then I saw a post that Tamika Mallory made, basically honoring Tamika, and she's done. Because you got to remember, before Tiny and Tip got together, Tiny was already blown up with Escape. She was already a big star, a very big star. Escape was a big star. Big stars. So it's not like Tip needed her or she needed him to validate each other. They both have earned the respect in the music business. And some will argue Tip is the king of the rap game in the South. And it may go far beyond the South. And I'm a New York guy. So when I see T.I. respond to Curtis, I'm just gonna say this, and some people may agree with me. We ready to trade Curtis in. Give us a West Coast or Southern rapper for New York. We don't want Curtis no more. We do not want Curtis no more. You're right. She is cloud chasing. Yeah, Funny Blue Jacket is cloud chasing. But Tiny's not cloud chasing. I don't know. He said she's cloud chasing. But Tiny doesn't bother anyone. Just think about this. She doesn't get a beef with anyone. She's the most docile, quiet person when she wants to be. I posted a picture on my Twitter page of a picture I took in 2007 outside the federal courthouse when Tip caught his gun case. And the backstory is I was at the BET Awards. Let's give you a little history. I was at the BET Awards when I got a call that Tip was about to be arrested at a location in Atlanta. So I immediately left the awards and headed over to where the situation was about to pop off. But fast forward, he was charged with having guns in his house. They raided his house, and he had a biometric safe when he had guns in there. And he didn't have to go to trial, but he took a plea. Never testified against anyone. Never testified against anyone. And the case got resolved. But I think he had to do like a year probation, community service, and this is the first time And you got to remember, this was on the heels of his friend being killed. So he had these weapons for protection. He had these weapons for protection. And I don't see anything wrong with that. But because he had a prior situation, they went at him like that. And someone told on him, because how would they have known he had these weapons in his house? So someone knew and they snitched on him. But anyway, he took a plea, case was resolved. But the picture that I posted was a picture of Steve Sadow and Ed Garland, two of the four people that was part of his dream team. And Steve Sadow commented on the post I made yesterday. It was Steve Sadow, it was Ed Garland, it was Don Samuel, and it was Dwight Thomas. These are some of the best attorneys. I call them super lawyers because they rarely lose. They rarely lose. They all have handled some of the biggest cases in Atlanta history. With that, when I posted the picture, I wanted people to understand that Tip has seen his highs, he's seen his lows, but he has always recovered. Unlike some of the things that 50 Cent has done, Tip has supported his community when there was ever a situation where they needed someone with a voice in hip hop to step up. Tip has done that. From the protests at Houston's restaurant to the death of Ahmaud Arbery, as well as Rayshard Brooks. He has been on the forefront of some of these high profile stories involving the death of people of color. So he has always supported the community. So when you go after someone like that, you have to be prepared for what comes. And you can just look at Tip's page and all of the all the videos he's done, all the diss tracks he's done. You can see the support coming from across the country. And it's looking kind of crazy. He's making New York look bad. He's making New York look bad. When I say New York hip hop, because I'm gonna tell you something. That documentary he did on Puff, people weren't feeling that. The people not just the people in the industry, a lot of people wasn't feeling that. Even the kids when they did their response. So you kick a man when he's down. So no one really, they tolerate 50 Cent. But I'm not supporting anything he's doing. I'm gonna just put it on the record. I don't support nothing he's doing. If there's a power show coming on, it's a dub for me. I'm good on him. And I think he's ruined his brand by way of how he's handling this, how he's been moving. Funny style. He's moving funny style. And for that reason, I'm sure a lot of people I've seen people say call for a boycott. Well, boycott is just not to support anything he's doing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying if you don't like someone, don't support them. Someone say my stream is choppy. Okay, how's it now? Is the stream choppy or is the video choppy? Put a 1 in the chat if you can. If it's the audio, tell me if it's the audio. I might have to get a little closer to the mic. Let me know. How about now? So I wasn't feeling the documentary. I don't think I watched the whole documentary. I saw a part. Someone said go watch this part. What day it was on? I don't know if it was part 2 or part 1. Okay, so it's the audio. The audio. I just got to talk closer to the mic. In any event, I'm not feeling him at all. I mean, he had nice music, but I mean, he's going out bad. And the kids and Tip and the whole family is not feeling it at all. And I start thinking about you're attacking a man who is doing total opposite of what you're doing as it relates to family values. And, there's past reports that, allegedly he was supposed to have something to do with, so he was accused by some people of having something to do with a house burning down or, just not to say he was ever prosecuted for anything like that, but it's just even thinking about how he dealt with some of his people, the women in his past. It's just been, opposite of what I don't know. T.I. been with anyone. Can anyone tell me, has T.I. been with anyone since Tiny? Has there been rumors of infidelity? I mean, this guy is a family man. Family man. You attacking this man for what? Because he just basically called you out to do a versus. So you don't want to do a versus, but you attack the family. It's just weird behavior. But in any event, tonight T.I. releases his Let Him Know. That video drops at halftime for the Hawks game, but it'll be at Magic City. And shout out to Hype Williams, a Queens dude. He even reached out. Let me just show you how Tip works. He reached out to a Queens guy, Hype Williams, to do the video. So he don't hate on New Yorkers. It's just he don't like Tip. I mean, excuse me, he don't like 50 Cent. And if 50 Cent, yeah, I'll do versus, Tip wouldn't even do it at this point. He doesn't want to do it. At this point, it's beyond that. Once you attacked his wife, that's a dub. He's not messing with you. So good luck on that. Now, before I end the live, I have a song I want to play. Hopefully you guys can hear this. And I don't know if you guys can see my background, because no one's asked me about the background. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's okay. Hold on a second here. But I want to play this song. It's called Temporary. It's called Temporary. I heard someone play the song, send me a song, and I heard the song, so I have a response to the song. It's called Temporary. Let's go.
See you standing a little too close, laughing like you don't know. You testing waters I already crossed, playing like she ain't chose. You can buy the drinks, talk your talk, post your little quotes online, but love ain't built in a night, my boy. That kind of bond takes time. You can hold a hand while I hold a heart. You can borrow moments, but you can't take my part. You don't understand what we built in dark. You just see the shine. You don't know the scar. It's only temporary. You can have a spotlight, but she coming home to me. This ain't no competition. No. This ain't even fair, see you just passing through her life. I'm the one she breathes. You can play king for a season, but the throne's still mine. It's only temporary, yeah. Only temporary, yeah. You trying to rewrite history like chapters don't exist, but every time she said my name, you feel it in your chest. You can flex, you can pretend like she don't look back. You can replace foundation with a moment that won't last. You can whisper sweet while I speak truth. You can chase the crown, but she knows who's who. I ain't losing sleep over borrowed.
That's all I'm giving you. They know who I'm talking to. They know who I'm talking to. They know who I'm talking to. Okay. They know who I'm talking to. We're gonna leave it at that. We're not gonna say that name. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna tell them. They know who I'm talking to. In any event, so you guys, today, former President Bill Clinton was in upstate New York, giving testimony as to his involvement in his appearance in the Epstein files. First, yesterday, Hillary Clinton told the Senate that she never even met Epstein. She never met him. However, Bill met him, and Bill released a statement today, essentially saying that he never knew that Epstein was involved in these type of criminal behaviors. But he got a lot of pushback on social media because the last time he denied having involvement in a situation that had a sexual overtone was with Monica Lewinsky. Republicans and Democrats weren't buying it. I'm not saying that, he was lying, but Bill is going to have a hard time convincing people that he didn't know anything about what Epstein is doing. He's going to have a hard time. I mean, the fact that he denied having any relations with Lewinsky, and then the blue dress surfaces. The blue dress surfaces. How the heck are you going to expect people to believe that you were on the island, you knew nothing about this? And there was a picture of Epstein in a silk robe, and Bill, you were in some interesting attire as well. Maybe that was the dress code on the island. Who knows? But not to say Bill, is guilty of anything, but I think that people should question anyone that visited the island who are on the flight registry. Whoever went over there, you want to find out, what did they know? What did they know? Did they see any of these victims while they were on the island? What did they know? And what kind of entertainment were they provided? So I know what you do right now with the Epstein files, but again, people still want to know. Nothing legally can happen right now, other than I think that even the timeline for suing may have passed. I don't know, but I know the Democrats want to keep that fresh in people's mind because on November 3rd there's the midterm elections, and people will be able to show their displeasure in this administration by voting in the midterm elections. Also, while we're talking about elections, shout out to Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett has a Senate race March 3rd. So shout out to Jasmine Crockett. I think early voting was yesterday. Cardi came out and asked people to come out and support Jasmine Crockett. I think she has a strong chance, but we'll see. We'll see. Stand by, guys. Stand by. Okay, last thing. How do we approach this situation right here? Okay, it looks like my one of my devices is going off. Okay, so people content creators should get more acquainted with the fair use and understand what it means, and see if it applies to your situation. And while I'm not going to go too deep into the whole fair use thing, people should just understand that criticism, if it's fair criticism, it's not bullying. But also understand that if you use someone's content, and long as it's used for educational purposes and it falls under fair educational criticism, it falls under fair use. It's not much you can do. The only policing you can do would be to ask them to take it down or whatever the case is. But striking people pages is like, I tend to only do that if it's some content that is on another platform or something that I'm licensing out to someone else. Then I would probably strike. But I haven't struck any pages in over a year. I think it was over a year. It felt like a year. Well, almost a year, maybe 8 months. Maybe 8 months, but let's just try to get along. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's just try to get along. It's not that serious. It is not that serious. But I hope you guys can tune in tomorrow, because I'm gonna go live tomorrow, because tonight I'm just trying to test the software, make sure it sounds good. Because I'm not using StreamYard anymore. I used it for an interview I did with Charles on TMZ, and it was acting crazy. Hopefully this software works better, but we'll see. We'll look at it. We'll see what the playback looks like. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you joining in. We're probably going to save this live. With that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love.
See you standing a little too close, laughing like you don't know. You testing waters I already crossed, playing like she ain't chose. You can buy the drinks, talk your talk, post your little quotes online, but love ain't built in a night, my boy. That kind of bond takes time. You can hold her hand while I hold her heart. You can borrow moments, but you can't take my part. You don't understand what we built in dark. You just see the shine, you don't know the scars. It's only temporary. You can have the spotlight, but she coming home to me. This ain't no competition. This ain't even fair, see you just passing through her life. I'm the one she breathes. You can play king for a season, but the throne's still mine. It's only temporary, yeah. Only temporary, yeah. You tryna rewrite history like chapters don't exist, but every time she says my name, you feel it in your chest. You can flex, you can pretend like she don't look back. You can replace foundation with a moment that won't last. You can whisper sweet while I speak truth. You can chase the crown, but she knows who's who. I ain't losing sleep over borrowed moves, 'cause what's meant for me always circles through.